Daniel, thank you so much for having us over. I'm super excited to view your tank. This is the first time actually seeing it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we've been going back and forth for probably a little while trying to get this day organized. So yeah, here it is.
So this is we're filming it on December 30th. So we're wrapping up the year, and I can't think of a better holiday present than seeing something like this. The video doesn't even do it justice because if you look at it, you just look at it as a sliver. But let's just set up the expectations in terms of what the dimensions are for this tank.
So this tank was built by Derek at Miracles. It's 10 foot long, 4 feet deep.
Oh,
And
wow.
I think it's 28 inches high, but around 24, 26 inches of water. So call it about 2 feet tall.
That is, in my opinion, this is as close as ideal dimensions as possible. As I was telling you before off camera, for me, one of the most important things is the front to back distance. And here we got 4 feet, which is where you can actually experience what you would see in the ocean kind of thing. This is one of the reasons I like Carl's tank so much, is because on one of the sides you've got the 5 foot of depth. But this gives you the view that you will not see anywhere else, like on any of the kind of more modern, off the shelf tanks that are only, let's say, 20 or 24 inches front to back. So this is pretty cool. How long you've had it up and running?
Actually, it's going to hit 2 years.
It's only 2 years old?
2 years, but this is a progression of many tanks. So I had actually a tank in my office that was 6 feet or 8 feet?
8 feet.
It was 8 feet.
Oh, wow.
8 feet by 2 by 2.
8 feet by 2 by 2. So you always liked, something a little bit on the bigger side of things to begin with, right?
Yeah, correct. So I wanted it out of the office, and now this setup here is in the back shop. So we have this cabinetry that's also, kind of finishes off the look as well.
Yes. Oh, wow.
With the doors that flip open. So I do have access from here. There's the light rack in the back here that's on a lift that lifts out of the way for maintenance. Which when we get to the back, I can show you that as well.
I'm looking forward to it.
So yeah, it was a complete custom tank. Carl is actually here behind us.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, what's going on?
All right.
He helped to do the design in terms of, the plumbing and how we're going to get this all set up. So he's been instrumental in this build, that's for sure.
It started to meet you and me sitting in the office one day and we start drawing out something on paper. And I go, see, let's build a new tank, right?
I
Drew
love
it up by the next day.
I love how clean the look is, right? I mean,
It
like,
was it.
This
phenomenal.
is about 8 years of, starting off small, gradually increasing, tweaking things. And I'm pretty sure I do feel right now that we're like 95%. There's probably maybe a 5% little things that I would change. But in terms of the way it is set up and the way how everything flows with the controls, the Apex, the Mastertronic, Alcatronic, it's right there, and it's pretty self-sufficient in terms of how everything is run right now. So yeah, the stuff's all in the back.
I really like that ledge as well here. Like, I mean, it adds a little bit more depth to this thing as opposed to just kind of being flush, because a lot of folks just kind of do those type of windows. So this is really, really useful.
Well, that's structure. That's for structural. That's,
really?
That's the holding the not the tank, the actual wall.
Oh, wow.
Right? So
I would assume that this thing was built in place here.
No.
No?
No, Miracles built it and drove it on a truck. I'm fortunate enough that I have a garage door in the back. This is a unit complex.
Yeah.
So we had access to a forklift,
Oh
one
my
of the neighbors'
God.
forklifts. And we put it in place up to about, I think, 6 inches. And then it was I think, 8 of us that got this sucker in place.
And how thick is the glass?
It's 3/4 inch Starfire, which is low iron glass.
Oh, wow. So not even, more, like it's not even an inch. I would assume Euro bracing at the top?
Yes, yeah, there's Euro bracing. There's the corner bracing as well in the interior, which is hard to see. We kind of designed it so that you don't see any of that from this angle.
Oh, I recognize those things. Actually, Derek helped me with those little corners there that
Correct.
make such a big difference, and it's very inconspicuous, but that's an awesome way to strengthen the tank. And, you know, clearly it's been running for 2 years here. You don't even see a lot of equipment.
No, it's a closed loop system.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's the right way to do it, eh?
No dealing with MP60s or anything like that. They're the sea swirls that are at the top there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're gradual sweeping motion
Mm-hmm.
that provides the flow and the random flow.
Yes.
Depends on the way they're turned. They hit each other, water collides, and everything kind of moves from there.
That's pretty cool. I'm really excited later on to see how you access this tank from the back, because, you know, working on a 4-footer is a challenge in of itself.
Not here.
Really?
Not here. Very easy. From
Really?
the front to back, the sides.
Oh, wow. Well, you've got
That
a
was all
little
part of the
ledge.
planning stage.
I can see that. So how would you, if you, let's say, want to adjust a coral over here, like what would you do?
So you'll see from the back,
Yeah.
the light system here is on a hoist.
Yep.
It lifts completely out of the way. I can lift
wow.
around 2.5, 3 feet high.
Okay.
So then to reach over inside the tank is very easy, and it's only 2 feet
Yeah.
deep. So it's not like you need scuba gear to get. Once you start getting 30 inches, 35, it's harder.
Yeah.
We do have, we call them pickers, the extendable
Yes.
grabbing arms.
Yes.
We use those once in a while, but it's very easy to access from the front and the back.
So I want to commend you on the open aquascape, but also all that sand. I mean, in my opinion, every single reef tank has to have sand. Like, it's just a completely different look. But also you got so much of it.
It's definitely a personal preference thing. I do like the sand. It gives more of like a natural look, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I do like it. That's why it's here. The Aquascape, we spent 3 weekends, Saturday, Sundays,
Oh, wow.
full days. We took it completely apart,
Yes.
put it back together, and obviously a different weight. There was about half of the rock that did not go back in here.
Really? So you
There
just
was
really
double
opened it
the
up,
amount
eh?
of rock in here, yeah. So
Wow.
if you notice now, because we took the rock
Yep.
out, we let
Yep.
it dry,
Mhm.
we assembled, put it back. I do have like a mini cycle happening right now with the brown stuff on the rock, which is driving me nuts. But, if this hobby teaches you anything, just take it easy and things will definitely clear up.
How long you've been in the hobby?
I'd say just under 10 years.
And I'm sure you had your ups and downs through this
Absolutely.
thing. So what would you say, the top couple of things that you've learned or abide by when it comes to that?
Take everything slow.
Mhm.
Don't overreact. And here's a prime example with seeing the brown algae. It's getting better slowly. Instead of going out and buying a bunch of chemicals to dump in the tank, which may or may not help, I think just, taking it slow and things will clear up on its own, because it was fine up until we did the rock work. So
So what about the husbandry? What are your basic principles? Like, what do you dose or add? Anything?
So the last month, I recently jumped on to the ICP testing. So I started dosing some of the things that the tank is lacking. For example, fluoride, barium, are a couple of the ones that are more depleted than others. A little bit of zinc, a little bit of the iron. There's a couple other manganese.
Yep.
It's a moonshine method.
Yeah, so jumping on the moonshine method right now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit premature because I did so much disturbance in this tank.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's been a month. I've noticed a difference. But now with this brown algae, it's kind of like, almost like starting over again.
That hammer colony in the back. First of all, you never really have seen one like on the sand bed or close to that. But this thing is the size of a basketball, easy.
I didn't know where to put them.
It was bigger than that before. That's been cut off.
That's ridiculous.
Well, the same thing in the Space Invader to the right there. I have no idea where to put him. He's right in the center in the back.
Oh my God!
He's
Yeah,
even bigger than the hammer.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is huge. This is nice. And then you got the I guess what is it? The Akan in the back. Enchilada, right?
Enchilada, correct, yeah.
Gotcha.
The yellow-eyed, the yellow zoas. I'm not the craziest with the names. I don't know what they are. I just know what I like.
Well, I'm really excited to talk about the fish selection over here because this is, in my opinion, on a tank of this size, you've done it right. Like you've done that beautiful school of chromis and then the beautiful school of anthias. Like that's just what makes the reef, in my opinion. This is beautiful.
Yep, there's 30 chromis in there.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's about 30 anthias.
Oh, so gorgeous.
There's some fairy wrasses in here as well.
Here's one wrasse over here. So
yeah. There's the black tang there, the nasal, the copper band, which it's a love-hate relationship. He does a great job with the aptasia.
Yeah.
But he also loves acans.
Well.
And I love acans. So it's almost like, what do you pick, right? You want to see aptasia everywhere.
He's gorgeous.
He's great. He's a couple years old.
Oh, wow.
So there's that guy. Then this parrotfish I just recently added.
Yes.
And I noticed with these guys here, him especially, if you see the back wall there, he loves scraping the coralline algae.
Really?
That's his diet. Like he just munches down on coralline algae. I had him for about a month in my frag system, and I kept an eye on him to see if he was going to eat any SPS. He did the same thing, picking off all the coralline algae. Eats a lot of like the nori sheets as well. The frozen stuff that I put in there, I mix up the mysis, the krill, which is pretty cool because he's a beautiful fish, but you know everyone's scared obviously because they might eat your acros, and there's some very expensive pieces in here, collector pieces. So that's the parrotfish. We got the gem tang there.
Yes, look at that guy, and just he's fat. I mean, every single fish that you have is nice and plump. Like they are not emaciated. Look at the girth on the yellow tang.
So that's not a yellow tang. That's a Scopus koi tang.
Really?
He's the most expensive yellow tang.
Oh my God!
That I ever bought. I got him. He had more black and white on him.
Oh wow!
And he's been in here for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So he hasn't changed back to his colors yet, but I know that he will.
Oh my God! Yeah, now that you mentioned that, but what a beautiful specimen as well. Like, was he as thick when you got him, or
no? I overfeed.
You overfeed.
I overfeed. I feed way too much.
What do you usually feed?
Everything.
Really?
You name it.
And how
LRS
often?
food.
Yeah.
PE mysis,
Yeah.
Hikari mysis, krill, the brine spirulina, frozen cubes, pellets. Yeah.
And is it all automated or?
I have the pellets that go in 3 times a day.
Okay.
And the frozen cubes I'll do 3 times a day as well.
Oh wow! Well, I guess this is your place of business, so you always.
When I'm here, I just
throw
dump in a little bit.
Anybody else looks after the tank, or?
I have someone. Shout out to Jason at GTA Aquatics. He comes once a week and does the maintenance. We do about 100 to 150 gallon water change every week. Right? Well, this system's about 800 gallons.
Oh my goodness!
Right?
Yeah.
Between the display sump and frag tank. But yeah, going back to the fish because there's some really nice ones here.
Yes.
We got the black tang, which is a recent addition. I'd say about 3 weeks now. When I first got him in, again going back to being patient in the hobby, he had some ick.
Yeah.
And now he's much better.
How do you control for ick?
I have the 2 90-watt UV sterilizers that are plumbed into the system.
Oh wow! Okay.
We have the zebra tang here.
Yes. Oh, it's
He's
a ridiculous
about
size.
6 years old. He's one of my first.
Really? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see, that's an unusual fish. You don't really see it in other people's aquariums.
Then we have the Lenardi wrasse.
Wow.
He's about what, 7-8 inches.
Yes. That so tell me more about that one, because the only other tank I've seen this Leonardo wrasse in was Sanjay's tank in the States. So how long you've had him, and has he been behaving?
I'd say he's a couple years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
Oh,
No
wow.
aggression towards any other fish, any other wrasses, or great specimen. No issues with him at all.
He's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I mean, the size on this guy. And they're all woken up. What time do you turn on the light where
6
your
a.m.
wrasses? Okay, so
6 to 6. It's a 12-hour schedule.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 12-hour schedule. There's also a Feminius wrasse in here.
Yes.
which I want to show you because...
Oh, sorry, the wrasse, okay.
Because when I got them both at the same time. He's right there, the blue and yellow guy right here.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I got the Lenardi about a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
they were about that size. He hasn't grown much. The Lenardi went 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, there are levels to this. And what is this tank?
I call it the freckle face.
Yeah, I think it is a freckle face. So,
Freckle face. He's not
Okay.
Maculiceps?
Yeah.
Maculiceps. He is gorgeous as
I don't
well.
know if we're saying that right, but it sounds right.
You don't see those very often. I'm always surprised how fat those lawnmower blendings get. Like, I mean, they're all like, they're not fat, they're obese. Mine has also got that belly.
Well, he's got a lot to eat right now. He's got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of brown stuff here. He's doing a great job. I mean, you can see the size of him.
Yes. And just
fat.
In general, like, the size of your fish is incredible. Even the...
we missed the Achilles up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the guy. And, yeah, this is at least, I want to say 9 inches, 8, 9 inches easy. Maybe 10 with the tail. He is gorgeous. So what are your top 3 fish that you like prefer the most or like the most?
I would say the Lenardi by far.
Yeah.
The zebra, because I've had him so long.
So you're attached.
And he's the boss of the tank. Like, he keeps everyone in check. Yeah, he's the first one to eat. Nobody messes with that guy. And then I would say probably the black tang. Because I thought he was going to come in here and be very aggressive, and it's been the complete opposite.
Wow.
Most of these fish in here are really chilled.
Yes.
They're not, I guess because they're overfed and they're nice and fat and healthy.
And
there's nothing
lots
to
of
fight.
space.
Lots of space, nothing really to fight over.
Yep.
So yeah, I do enjoy the black tang, and it's been so many years that I said, I don't want the black tang. It's black. It doesn't really have anything to offer, but I do see him picking on the rocks a lot, so he is a good worker. Yeah. And it hasn't caused any disturbance with the other fish. So those would be my top 3.
That is gorgeous. And then we got the bristletooth right over there, and even more wrasses. Yeah, so you've got quite a selection.
There's also the mystery wrasse right
yes,
there.
I noticed this guy because you don't really see those too often either. So there is the mystery, and then you have the skunk wrasse in the back there that I noticed right over there. Yeah, we can see the eye. Okay, and switching gears, the coral. You've got quite a selection. You've got clearly Acropora. Some of them are huge. This is what, 12 inches easy. So are you into names, or are you just colors? You have friends with benefits? What's happening?
All of the above, except for the name part. There is a few little frags of the rainbow splice that's been with me for a while. So they branched off and broke off, and so we have a few of those. Actually, that one at the top there, to your right, is. And the top-down view is much better. Oh, yeah. Well, and then 2 overs, the Vivid Confetti.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which that one's coloring up nicely.
God, amazing coral section, and polyp extension as well, even with the, all the fish and everything. Like, this is very neat. And then you've got, the proverbial, similar to Carl's, kind of torch island. I love that banana torch. Like that's just insane.
Banana or 24 karat. I don't
24,
know. They get messed up with these names.
That is nice. And then you got the donuts over here.
Bunch of Scullies.
The Scullies. You've got it. Like I mean, it's a beautiful selection. What do you do for lighting?
Lighting. That's an interesting topic. So I have right now the Neptune skies.
Okay.
I have the blades.
Okay, I love the blades.
The glow. The
Okay.
glow is the whiter one, right?
Yeah, the white ones is the grow. Yeah.
So the glow, I have some Orphix on there as well, and the Reef Bright XXHO, yeah.
So you just decided to throw the whole enchilada.
You know what? I
thing,
had
right?
some the Reef Brights and the Orphix from the other tank, and I said, you know what? Why not? Right?
Have you measured your par? Like
550.
550, yeah. So your
550.
Your acros get a nice cooking over here. So like, oh, look at that. This is the orange passion. I take it.
Correct.
Yeah. A beautiful orange passion with exemplary polyp extension. Yeah, you've. What is this guy? Like I haven't seen this massive thick branches on an acro. Haven't seen that in a while.
It's an Australian piece.
Oh wow!
No idea what that is. I saw it, and thought it was really
Look
cool.
what it's turning into. You see the color?
Yeah, it's got a yellow base with the blue polyps.
That is gorgeous as well.
Because you see Indo all the time, so when you find something that's of a different
Oh,
reason.
thank you. Yeah, no, this is wonderful. I'm very impressed.
You have the Gunny Island over there too.
Oh yeah. You've got the Goni Island. You've got some Blastos, I guess, and a few other things.
Yeah, so it's funny. The copper band won't touch the Blastos or any of the meat corals.
Yeah.
He loves acans. He loves acans, and I would prefer to keep the acans, but.
So I'm getting a kick out of your copper band because all he's doing is he's just kind of going over there and then rise the wave back. Like this is
whenever I'm standing in front of this tank, I'll usually drop something in. So.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
This is
back and forth.
This is pretty cool.
Actually, the front row here as well, the Cantophilias.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
The Wilsoni here in the front as well. Like these.
This guy is gorgeous, and and you've got the clam. Very
small
nice.
clam. Yeah, I had a bigger one. It died.
Those things.
I don't know what it is. They're hard to keep these days.
It's like a year. It's almost like after a year they just.
They start to there's something that we just don't understand, in all of this.
I think there's some bacteria and then Polar Reef will show the video of it.
Quite possible.
Yeah, Polar Reef had a little thing on it. I didn't watch the entire episode, but I know that they were talking about it.
That is very nice. So we're finishing up the year. So for 2025, any thoughts? Anything you'd like to add to fish or coral or change things or?
Okay, so December has been a month of just working on this tank.
Yes.
I need a break. Now it's time just to enjoy it. I want this brown algae to settle in and go away.
Yep.
I want the stuff to start growing out. What I will be doing for 2025 is the ICPs following up. I'm going to do at least a month straight, so every week.
Just dial it in.
Dial it in, adding the elements that it suggests to do, because everything online about the Moonshiner method has been nothing but good. So that's what I'll be concentrating for 2025. Other than that, my fish load, I don't want to put anything else in here. I'm happy with what I have right now. The fish that I have are obviously, most of them are, here for a purpose.
Yeah.
So I don't think, I'm happy with what I have right now.
On the lights. We'll see if we can get ATI to sponsor him with the lights.
We're trying to head up ATI. They don't know that yet, but we're going to be pushing them to see if, they'll be doing anything for us. We want to start going with the ATI lights. Carl just put them on his tank.
Yes.
And it's been, what, Carl, 2 weeks?
Yep.
No, a week plus.
Just over a week?
I've seen results already. You see,
Oh my goodness.
I'm not dropping color. If anything, I'm increasing color.
Yeah.
And that way North America can see a little bit more about the ATI, because in North America, ATI is not that popular, those LEDs, right? So if we get them on this tank, it will definitely promote that, right?
How long did the build process take?
In terms of the tank build, or once it was here in place?
From the inception to like actually getting the water in and moving the corals and everything else.
4 months.
4 months, eh?
Well, they build the tank. I think it sits for what, a month to 6 weeks for curing.
Yeah.
Then once it's in place, there's a whack ton of plumbing and controlling and lights and.
I can only imagine.
It's a big process, man.
So, but you know what? Like this is it's so unique. I'm so blessed doing these YouTube videos to have access to this type of aquariums, like being able to document it and then share it, and then years down the line review those videos. Like this is very precious.
See, it's a lot of old school
100%.
guys in the hobby that you don't see their tanks, right? You didn't even know that this tank was around, right? Until I spoke to you about it, right?
I know.
So
this is crazy. You have the mandarin here as well, which is...
Yeah, there's 2 of them in here.
Oh,
there's
2, huh?
a blue and psychedelic.
Yeah, the psychedelic one, so nice. That is gorgeous. And so for 2025, is there if you were to add one more fish, what comes to mind at all?
it's a trigger.
The crosshatch trigger. Thank you, Carl. The ones that you can't get anymore.
Get a pair if you can.
Well, they're illegal. I guess they're illegal to export.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're
Has
part of
that
the
changed?
Hawaii, right?
Yeah. So, okay, I see what you're saying.
So
Yeah, those are gorgeous. That's
I had one. It jumped out.
Yeah.
really.
I had them nailed about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And again, things you learn in the hobby. Put a lid, put something. As he jumped out, I found him on the floor. He was half alive. I scooped him up, put him in a net in front of the return pump to kind of just get some water in his gills. They just, it's too late. Unfortunately.
That's too bad. I've had my own share of carpet surfers, unfortunately.
So right up here, there's that jelly bean chalice or rainbow chalice, and right next to that is the Jason Fox friend wrecker. What do we call that?
Home wrecker. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Friend killer.
Sheesh. Very nice. Oh, things are. You've got tons of space, and you can still kind of grow in a few things, but. The color on the corals is exemplary.
You see, one of the things before when we did the rock work, I was in the tank standing up.
Yeah.
And they're just passing boxes of rock up, right? And we're just packing to get things. But you have to use so much rock to support other rocks, right?
Yes.
So we spoke about a month ago, and we said, why don't I cement everything and glue it like how mine is done, whatever.
Yeah.
You just kind of goes, okay, let's go. Let's do it, right? So
let's get it done.
There was like 4 of us here on tables in the back, gluing, creating shapes, drilling, pegging. And we're drilling the corals at the same time, putting pegs on them. So it was a massive...
I'm very happy with the way it came out. It came out amazing.
For sure.
And now the water can circulate to see through all the holes. You understand, around, you can see the fish if they go behind there.
And there's space for fish to...
before you couldn't see that, right?
Hide and everything else. But like, just look at this rock structure.
Yeah.
Like this is... Easily, I want to say 30 inches on the diagonal, and this whole thing is just floating on that base.
Yeah, and if you notice, he
Yeah.
leaves the opening. You see, like a little roadway. You see how it is. So those are put in the back, but you can still see opening, right? It's not just corals everywhere where you can see the sun, right?
I mean, it's really hard to judge on the video how deep the tank is. The way the structure, the way the rocks were before, it was, you couldn't really see the depth. You could see a lot more now, which is nice. So it's more enjoyable to view viewing, and like Carl said, the movement for the fish. There's more, you know.
Before the antis would go in the back, you'd never see them, right? Until they come out the front.
Exactly.
Now you can see them. Look, they're there. They're over there. They're all over the place, right? You can see them now.
And I also like how you've done kind of flat structure, which is exactly what like a reef would look like. And in this particular case, that school of fish, this is pretty much what you would see in the ocean. Like this is your window into the ocean, very natural.
Yeah. And you can see all the fish. Look how they're congregating there. The antias, right? They like that kind of. It feels like they're on the reef.
Yes.
The way how it is, right?
I notice you don't have any anemones. Any reason why?
I do like the color on them, but you know, you hear all these stories about them picking up, moving, and babies all over the place, and something I don't want to deal with.
No, I hear you. I cannot even imagine kind of going into the base of one of those guys.
Oh, forget it. These rock structures are like 30, 40, 50 pounds each.
Yeah. So it takes...
Getting them in here wasn't easy.
So, like, do you ever get into the tank with your feet and everything else? I'm sure you... No?
No, so, it's not that deep. It's not needed.
So, nice.
Yeah, no, it's not needed.
Well, let's take a look in the back and see what is the stuff that powers this. I'm very excited.
Yep. Okay, where do you want to start?
I don't even know where I want to start. Like this is ridiculous. So I guess first stand. Derek built the stand as well.
Derek did the stand. Derek built the sump, and there is the frag tank that's attached.
Of course,
to it,
you have
right
a frag tank as well. This is
which is all connected to the system.
Yeah.
This is part of one of the rocks, that few of them here actually that were in the system, and I'm trying to find someone to take this
massive. Yeah, heavy.
That would probably, if you put that in a 10-gallon tank, it would take up the whole tank.
I don't think it will
big.
fit a 10-gallon tank. I have a 10-gallon tank at home, and this will not fit. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
That is very nice. And you've got some lighting over here. So these are the Orphic bars. Yeah. And then the sky, right?
And the sky, and these are all the lights that I had from my other tanks that that I was happy with, and they still work. So I decided to reuse them. Again, the MP60s were on my old tank.
Yeah.
I figured I'll use them on. This is a 5 foot long frag tank by 30 inches deep, by 18 inches high.
I'm afraid to ask what the heck is this.
I still am, but I don't know how long I'm going to do
this
for.
Is the copepod
copepod culture.
Oh, and is it live right now? Like, would you say, or?
I think so.
Okay, nice. Do you notice any?
I'm not
difference?
even 100% sure. I kind of abandoned it for the last couple of weeks.
I see. Did you notice any difference when you were adding?
No, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
that's why I'm on the fence if I want to continue doing it.
Wow. It's a tiny skimmer I can see here.
That's a Deltec.
Oh my God.
6500. It's a big guy. It's got 3 pumps on it.
3 pumps.
3 pumps. So the Deltec skimmer, like the body construction is good. The pumps are not so good.
Yeah.
They crapped out, the 3 of them.
Yes.
And the support is non-existent.
In a year.
Oh,
Was it a year? No, it's 2 years. Almost 2 years I had this. Yeah.
It went down.
I had to now guess what type of pump, so I bought 3 Reef Octopus pumps.
Oh, wow.
They were too small. I wasn't getting enough skim meat. So I had to buy the Varial 6. I bought 2 of them, and now I'm finally starting to get some skim meat.
That is... So I want to commend you on how clean the sump is.
Well, that's because we cleaned it 2 days ago.
Sure. So, but still,
it's not. But there's not much in here. There's some live rock that I got from Australia a few years back.
Oh, really? Okay.
Some bio bricks, and then that crate in the back there's got probably around 50 pounds of Sipple racks in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what do your phosphates and nitrates measure at?
Today mine are a bit high. It's my phosphates are at 0.15.
Okay.
My nitrates are at 6.
Okay.
Alkalinity I hover around 8.7 to 9.
Yep.
Calcium 420, 430.
Yep.
And magnesium around 1400.
Wow. Okay, so more or less kind of the gold standard nowadays.
Pretty much. Actually, if you look to your right, there's the Deltec Kalkwasser.
Oh, yeah. Is that modified, or is this kind of how it always was?
No, that's right off the shelf.
Oh, nice.
So I like to dose it right at where the filter floss is.
Makes sense.
So, it's not going right into the pump. It used to be set up on the other side of the sump, but I recently changed it.
That is nice. And then you've got kind of the back wall. This is kind of the animal, right? The bean animal overflow. Nice and wide. Yeah.
So we
3
can
inch.
handle the amount of volume, right? So
Oh,
there
wow.
you got your gate valves,
Yes.
so you can balance everything properly.
Holy.
You have 385 thousand.
Oh, the
8,500 gallon pumps.
Yes.
so if you continue
Ah,
on here,
yes.
there's
Oh yeah. Is it Iwasaki or?
the Iwaki is feeding
Yeah.
the frag tank, the algae scrubber,
Yeah.
and the ozone reactor.
Okay.
And then we have the, what are these? The hammerheads.
Yeah. The
The hammerheads, the three of them.
yeah. Yeah. Reflow.
So one of them is for the return,
Yeah.
which goes through the UV and chiller and then to the tank. And then there's two other hammerheads that do the closed loop system only. They're dedicated strictly for the closed loop.
That is.
So if you look under the bottom, it's hard to see, but they're all, the tank is all drilled. See the control valves?
Yes. Yes.
And then we have manifold setup that
Yeah.
does different things.
Oh my God.
And then the back is drilled. You can see this one, you can see better here where it comes in through the back to flow through.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the suction
Yeah.
and here's the return.
So what we did, we divide the tank into two.
Yes.
And one pump does half, one does the other half, right? So
Ah.
they're 8,500 GPM, right? So
And then
one-
you have redundancy as well, right?
Yeah, and then we use one for the return to feed the chiller. See the UV?
So if
Yeah.
you see here to the left, you'll see the two UVs hanging up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my
And then
God.
up top, another
Chiller.
15 feet up.
This
The
is.
chiller's under that
So
stand
we cool
there.
the water down, right?
Yes.
With those two UV, it warms a little bit, right? So we cool it down and then it comes back into a return into the tank.
Yes.
Circulation.
Oh, and I see you have the, I guess the net so that things don't
So
jump
we don't
out.
get jumpers anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
What is this?
Fido.
Really? So, and I like, so it's a modified one, right? You've just taken
Yeah, I
like
drilled the back of one of these
Oh, wow.
Frigidaire that I bought on
Yeah.
Amazon. I made sure I got one with the window so I could see how
Yeah.
much Fido's left in there.
Oh, this is smart.
And I do about 40 mils every morning at 4 a.m.
40 mils.
And actually, they have a great program on Apex that I just discovered a couple months ago. I just
Okay.
started this, where it dumps the food in,
Yeah.
and then it also puts it back. So it goes forward and reverse.
What do you mean? Like, how does it work?
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
So what happens is that there's a specific program that you
Yeah.
enter. It's on YouTube. Actually, Jason from GTA
Okay.
Aquatics sent it to me, where you could program. So you got to calculate the amount of line that goes to the tank,
Yes.
the mils in the
Yeah.
line, plus the mils that you want to dose.
Yeah.
You
Oh, so
obviously
it will
test
put it in.
So
and
it'll
then,
put it in,
Yes.
and then it has a reverse option
Yes.
that it puts it back. And what I did was I doubled the mils going in,
Oh,
so that
see.
I made sure that the line was going back. It
Oh,
cleans it out.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
What is the what is this for?
Well,
Oh, okay. Nice.
it's all here, right?
So this is so the nice pH as well. Like you've got things quite exemplary, and you're monitoring your calc as well, the pH. Very nice. You've got tons
we have
of
DKH there as well, right? So
yes.
DKH is there, and the Mastertronic, Alcatronic is also here.
Oh,
But I've noticed this morning
yeah.
my phosphate's 0.062.
keep
When I
down.
check with the Hannah,
Yeah.
my Hannah says 0.16. So, who do you believe?
Well, I don't know, Master Truck's been running for a while, so and Alcatronic is.
This was just
Yeah.
it was just done.
Yeah.
So
Everything
anyway.
we do, we try to put these Alcatronic,
Yeah. This is
Mastertronic,
this
right?
is so convenient
Yeah,
and
but this is,
yes.
I'm telling you, man, ask him. We can't survive without
Carl
this
loves this thing,
yeah.
all
yeah.
the times.
and
Because-
I would agree.
Not
I would
only that,
agree.
because we can control the calcium reactor now,
Yeah.
we're not putting CO2 24 hours a day into the tank.
Yeah, which
Because
helps
when
with
it
the
tests,
pH.
Yes.
Yeah, when it tests, you see, and it needs, then it opens up the dosing pump here
Yes.
and start
Oh.
running the liquid from the calcium reactor.
And it's a two-stage reactor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It's one, but
so
we add that on.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
the second chamber. Actually, Carl made this guy.
Oh my
for
goodness.
me.
Yeah.
It's he's got the same one at his place.
Yeah.
And I had the second chamber. I had the calcium reactor before that
Yeah.
wasn't. It was too small. It wasn't big enough to keep up with my system.
Not the size tank is here.
That is wild. What else have we got here? This is just
So this is
different
just a
things.
small little
Yeah.
reservoir that holds the to rinse out the Mastertronic
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Alcatronic.
Very nice.
Other than that, here's my the stuff that I'm supplementing
Yeah.
based on the Moonshiner method. There's the barium,
Yeah.
the fluoride, iron, selenium, zinc,
Shit.
nickel,
So
manganese.
we've got quite a few. Where is the salt water?
Here.
You gotta turn around.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a 300-gallon mixing vat
Okay.
with another Iwaki pump.
Yeah. Yeah.
This I've had for about 4 years.
Mhm.
That pump, it is crazy. It's unbelievable. So what I did was I bought
can
a
imagine.
rheostat dimmer.
What is that?
I can crank up
Oh wow. Okay.
and I can
Very old
lower
school.
it
Very
so
old
that
school.
I don't
Yeah.
hear that, you know,
Yeah.
that noise.
So-
I like AC pumps. I do not like DC. I
Really?
don't like the control. The Abyss
Yeah.
turned me right off
You
from
want the,
from DC. I think Abyss is a complete waste of money.
Wow.
I don't think they're reliable. I don't care what, that this is my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're worth the money. All pumps break. All pumps break. And when you
Oh,
need
it's
support,
mechanical, right? Yeah.
they're not there.
We thought of putting the Abyss on here. When
Okay.
we did the calculation, it'll probably run him over $30,000 or
Right.
more, except for the amount that he would need.
It's not even for the money.
Or like $600, man. You understand?
Yes,
Those more.
yes.
You understand? So
Yeah. These things can.
yeah, as long
Cool
as you
lot.
don't mind a little bit of noise,
Yeah.
which in the back here nobody
Well,
cares.
for me, it doesn't bother me because it's in the back
Yeah.
and my office is in the front. It's a 6-inch wall that's
And
insulated with.
We did not hear a single thing.
Yeah.
So that is his freshwater container.
Oh, this was my next question.
Yeah.
That is
I did not
ridiculous.
enjoy going up there to work, okay?
That is ridiculous.
The height.
Yeah.
Holy
so you see
smokes.
the line comes all the way down.
Yeah.
Comes down to the right, and then I fill it from.
Oh my God.
Just a valve right here.
Oh my God.
So it's
Yeah.
gravity
The
fed
salt-
down.
The salt is here. That goes
Yeah.
back around to the top.
So yeah, water changes are pretty easy. It's just
Yeah.
turning valves.
So you basically spent some
Thought
time,
about
designed
this.
it, thought it, and then now you're reaping the benefits.
Correct.
That is
You
wild.
see the look from here? Did you get the lights from here?
Yes. So
Yeah, so they can see what he has.
how would you raise it? And oh my God.
So it's a Warren winch.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. So
So
nice.
it goes all the way up.
Yeah.
right?
And then you can lower it.
You lower it,
This is neat.
and it just lowers back to where it needs to sit based on the chains.
Oh wow.
And then the mesh is here because you always
Yeah.
get those fish that jump. The Lenardies, the wrasses love to jump. So
That is very neat. So and then this is just kind of this is
Workstation.
all the rock that you used to have.
I sold a bunch of it already.
Oh wow.
There was this shelf, and
Yeah.
the bottom was full. Was full. It's
That's
unbelievable
incredible.
the amount that came out.
Yes. So and is this filter floss or?
Correct.
Oh my God. you go big. And how often do you add the kalkwasser? Is that
Twice a week.
Twice a week, eh?
Twice a week, about 5-6 tablespoons. Twice a
Yes.
week.
Makes sense. Wow.
So yeah, the lights
So-
that are on here that we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier, the Neptune skies,
Yep.
the blades just went on there, and I love the blades. I noticed a difference within like less than a day. I'd say 6 hours. I could see more polyp extension.
Yes.
Not just the coloration,
Yes.
but you see the corals fluff up.
Yes.
Like especially like the Cantophilias and the softies, the LPS.
I'm a huge fan of
Yeah.
blades. Like I run only blades on my tank, and couldn't be
Yeah,
happier.
great. So I have the Orphix up there as well.
Oh, look at this guy. We have
The Barbonius.
yeah. So it is gorgeous. So, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, no, the lights, the XHOs, the
Yes.
blades, the skies, and I was considering replacing them. As you know, based on what Carl was saying, how happy he is with the
ATI?
ATI Stratons. I
They
was,
changed the design, eh?
and then yeah,
It's
last
not
night
as
we saw
wide
that.
as it was before. Now they've made it 6 inches wide. The
Mm.
longer lens, right?
Yes.
So now, you know.
Okay, this to me, this is the view. This is the like that you never see anywhere. This is a 10-foot view into the depth.
Yeah.
You cannot see anything on the other side of it. Like this is the way to admire the tank for sure. Oh my goodness, there's nothing like seeing a fish come your way for 10 feet.
And this is where I feed them, so they're always coming here.
Yeah.
Right? So you stand there, they're thinking that they're going to get
Yes.
fed. Yeah.
You know what happened to Matron? Now that he's 10 feet, he won't go any bigger, that's for sure. He's maximizing. You understand? So you won't
Yeah.
hear 3 years from now, Carl.
No.
We're going to do something bigger.
It's not getting bigger than this. This
This
was.
is perfect, man. This is it.
You definitely you know, lots of different ways to aquascape it,
Yeah.
and you know, the fish are happy. They have a lot of space to move
Look what
around.
it's holding together, right? The antias.
That's
It tells you they're happy. It's a happy environment, right?
to me. This is the secret sauce. Like I mean, you don't see this very often, and a school of this size, like it's optimal. This is as good as it gets. So that is wild. Neat. Anything else that we may have missed, or any final thoughts?
I think we nailed everything.
This
You
is
know.
the food that you feed, right? So.
There's a bit of everything.
Oh my
here.
goodness.
Everything.
Shall we feed something right now? Throw something in. Whatever you think they will enjoy.
I just recently got these
Okay.
Benepets. They no nitrate, no phosphate, so I
Yeah.
don't mind throwing a bunch more food of this stuff in.
Let's. Oh, you've got the like a little funnel there as well, eh? That's neat. Ah, this is so natural. Like this is
Yeah.
really seeing it as if it's in the ocean. Oh wow. This is gorgeous. Daniel, thank you so much for having us over. I'm really impressed with the tank. I think I'm gonna enjoy this after the video just to soak it in a little bit more. But I'm so glad that my viewers have been able to get with us on the ride. And thank you for showing your labor of love to everybody.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for stopping in. I mean, in this hobby, we all got to, you know, have stuff to look at, aspire to, and you know, spread the information, because that's the only way with that we're all going to develop.
Very true. And happy holidays. Happy holidays to you and to Carl. Cheers,
Yeah,
guys.
actually, one more thing I
Yeah.
wanted to mention. I do want to give a shout out to all the different stores and people and stuff that you know have helped me out over
Yes.
the years. You know, the coral guys, the dry good guys. So yeah, I just want to give out a thank you to those guys as well.
Oh, it's a gift that keeps on giving. So thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you.